Good evening. Since its establishment in 1996, the Malaysian Australian Alumni Council has been a valued partner of the Australian High Commission in working with and supporting Australian alumni here in Malaysia. As High Commissioner, it's a real honour for me to be the patron of the Malaysian Australian Alumni Council, and on behalf of all my colleagues in the High Commission, I'd like to pass on our appreciation and our admiration for the tremendous work that the Malaysian Australian Alumni Council does. There are now more than 300,000 Malaysians who've studied in Australia, and each of you has a different story. Each of you contributes that story to the richly textured fabric of the great friendship between Australia and Malaysia.
My name is Chow Han, Mrs. Wong, as you know, and this is my eldest daughter, Lai Ling.
My mum, Chow Han, she went to Queensland, Australia to study a diploma in physiotherapy. She went in the late 50s and early 60s, whereas in my generation, I went to Monash University, so that's the second generation. Then the third generation, Jeffrey, my eldest, he's graduated recently also from Monash University. My daughter is currently studying there in her third year, also in Monash University.
I'm Kamaruddin, I'm 81. With me today is my second son, Kalam Azam. He obtained his degree in accounting and finance from the University of New England, Armidale, New South Wales, Australia. And on my left is my grandson, first grandson. He did his first degree in accounting and marketing in the Western Australia University, Perth.
So, a family of Australian graduates.
All of you as Australian alumni, I hope, recognise the value of an Australian education, and I hope too that your experience in Australia, not just the formal education, but the opportunity to experience life in Australia, has contributed to the success, both personal and professional, that you've had.
Ultimately, when the time came for me to make a decision,
My choice is anytime Australia.
it was just merely a simple choice of which part of Australia.
I think my parents made the choice for me to go to Australia, and you know why?
Yes, I love Australia because of the high quality of education. People are very kind.
It's like everybody's smiling or happy or very relaxed.
The culture they bring up themselves.
Very friendly.
And we know almost everyone in town.
They were less frantic about life. I mean, life was more relaxed. They learned how to enjoy life.
You know, you can leave your house open without locking the doors and all that.
It's so totally different. It's just so awesome.
And education-wise, mostly it's all about the learning process and the experience Australia has to offer.
You build up your confidence, and all these things are itself an education. It is not just the qualification that you come back with, but you come back with all these values, you know. So when you come back, you know you're a better person.
And that's the thinking behind the New Colombo Plan, an initiative of our Foreign Minister Julie Bishop to support Australian undergraduates to study in Malaysia, to live in Malaysia, and hopefully also to get work experience as interns or as under mentorship programs to experience a bit of the business community in Malaysia. So I'd like to encourage all of you as alumni, as Australian alumni, to support the New Colombo Plan, to work with us in the High Commission in doing that, and particularly for those of you who run businesses here, to open your doors to these Australian undergraduates to do internship and mentorship programs in your countries. The New Colombo Plan is a program that will enter into force fully, will come into force fully from the beginning of next year, and we're delighted that Malaysia is going to be part of it. We want to see large numbers of Australian undergraduates here, and I want to encourage all of you as Australian alumni and the Malaysia-Australia Alumni Council to work with us to support this new group of Australian undergraduates as they take on this new experience, just as you took on the great experience of your education in Australia. Finally, I really just want to put on record again our thanks to Pat Yo, to all of the committee members of the Malaysian Australian Alumni Council, and indeed to all of you, to the volunteers who give your time, give your effort, give your creativity to support the very valuable work that the Malaysian Australia Alumni Council does, and indeed the work that all of you do as Malaysian Australian alumni here. We appreciate it very much. It's been a great year, and we look forward to another very successful year, looking forward ahead to 2015. Thanks again, and enjoy the evening.
From the video, we can truly see that Australian higher education is the optimal choice for generations. Hi, I'm Pat, the President of the Malaysian Australian Alumni Council.
And I'm Chong, the Vice President, Education and Welfare of the Malaysian Australian Alumni Council.
After the successful launch of the video logs in 2013, which featured 6 successful professional graduates from various Australian universities, the Malaysian Australian Alumni Council just presented to you a snippet of the second edition video logs featuring 3 generations of family who studied in Australia.
Yes, the full video logs will showcase family stories and how the Australian higher education has impacted their life and families for 3 generations.
As Australian higher education has impacted their lives of many families in Malaysia, it is not surprising that it is with pride that many returning Malaysians value their education in Australia for life. It is because of this passion and appreciation for the valuable education they received that the Malaysian Australian Alumni Council was initiated in 1996 and continues to serve as the national organisation for Malaysian alumni associations of Australian universities and other institutions of higher education.
The Malaysian Australian Alumni Council Education and Welfare Division is constantly identifying opportunities towards the development of education and the related welfare for both Malaysians and Australians. One of its major roles is to extend the Malaysians Australia Colombo Plan commemorations scholarships to all eligible Malaysians and a reverse Colombo Plan to Australians. In line with the upcoming new Colombo Plan, an initiative of the Australian government.
We would like to take this opportunity to thank the Australian High Commission in Malaysia for their support, especially His Excellency Mr. Rod Smith, the Australian High Commissioner to Malaysia and the patron of the Malaysian Australian Alumni Council, Austrade, and the Australian Government Department of Education. A special thanks to all the participants in the video logs, and last but not least, thank you to all the university alumni chapters in Malaysia as well as the alumni offices in Australia.
Yes, Pat, I would like to extend our appreciation as well. And to view the video logs for both the families, please log in to our website www.emaac.org. Enjoy and don't get drunk on Australian wine.
Drive safely home and have a good evening.
Before I proceed, I think I should thank you all, your MACC, is it? MAAC.
We never thought about 3 generations of a family going to Australia.
1933, I'm 81. I'm still feeling very strong. I can still deliver lectures, talks all over the world.
I must say, I'm very famous there. If I walk around the town during my high school days and university days, definitely they will say hello to me.
Still trying to figure out a suitable word for it because there's just too many things to say, but I think I'd go with, I'm still thinking.
Malaysian Australian Alumni. What did I say the first time?
Malaysian Australian Alumni Council.
It's Malaysian Australian.
Yes.
See, if you kept it consistent.
It's not us, it's the founding.